Hi guys. I'm out here at the beautiful Mandeville lakefront. I just finished up my day at work. I have a little time in between that and when I have to go pick up my wife. So we're out here doing it. I have an hour to fish. Let's see, make sure my microphone is good. Got a green there, got a green there. I think the microphone is good. I see someone popping in, so that's good. Let's see. And they're popping out. The water looks stained. Let's see here. Yeah, it's pretty stained. Not ideal conditions today, but that's okay. We did just have a pretty serious storm roll through the other day, so that's probably why the water looks pretty cruddy. We're gonna go walk on out to your guys' least favorite place because you're afraid I'm gonna fall off of the wall, the Mandeville lakefront seawall. Kind of start out there like I always do. Who else? Who's popping in? I see someone's chatting it up in here. Jason J, Azaby, Victor. Welcome in, guys. Welcome in. Good afternoon. Out here at the Mandeville lakefront. We're about to get going. I'm gonna walk out to the end of the wall and start fishing and work my way back to my car. That's about all the time it's about all I can do with the time that I have today. But as always, I figured I'd take you guys along for the journey. Once I get out there, the phone will be a little less wobbly. I have the chest mount on. Really appreciate you guys tuning in. If you're new to the channel, please consider subscribing. Ooh, I see some bait swimming right there. That looks like a little baby bass. Oh, what is that? I wonder if you guys can see it. I don't think you guys can see that little bitty fish. Looks like a little baby bass. It's pretty cool. There's someone walking towards me on the wall, so I'm gonna let him pass on by before I walk out that way. So we'll just take a cast right here. Excuse me. Looks like we have an incoming tide though. Oh yeah, the water's a little bit more clean out by the end of the wall. I can see where the clean water and the muddy water are hitting each other. It's pretty cool. So I'm out here fishing the Lake Pontchartrain in southeast Louisiana. If you're new to the channel, it is a tidally influenced lake, meaning that it has both fresh water. Well, just because it's tidally influenced doesn't mean that fresh water is involved. But in this case, there's freshwater and saltwater influences, creating Lake Pontchartrain and the surrounding areas to be brackish water. If you're new to the channel as well, please keep it clean in the comments. If not, my moderators will zap you out of here and I will zap you out of here when I can check on the chat. I'm going to try to check on the chat as much as I can, but it is on my chest mount and I can't check it every second. So I appreciate your patience on that end. With all that being said, let's go fish. Let's see here. Hey, Mr. Charles, welcome in. All right. Yeah, Mr. Charles, I just finished up work for the day, so you know the routine. I just like to come out here and throw the line for a few minutes and see if anything's biting. Yeah, I talked to the wife. I kind of want to take the kayak out tomorrow, but I don't know what our plans are for tomorrow. So, the water on this side's really clean. Okay, well, that's nice. I don't see any fish, but the water's clean-ish. Little sailboat action for you guys. Must be a pretty decent day out there. The wind is not too bad. It's blowing from the south, but I think that's kind of irrelevant. It doesn't matter to most of you guys. Still dealing with this cough, guys. I'm shaking it. It's getting better every day. But if I talk too long, the throat starts to itch and tickle a little bit, and I start coughing. All right, let's take a cast over here before. Oh, that was the wrong side. I'm gonna take a couple casts down the wall before I get too far out, because from here on, those fish like to hang out next to this wall. So I always try to work that on the way out. Then when I get to the end, that little section is actually clean water. It's not muddy like this. This is what I consider muddy water. It's all the dirty water that has been pouring out of the bayou all day with a falling tide. But as I was saying, it looks like the tide has changed and the clean water is starting to come back in. So maybe we'll get lucky and catch something. Now let's see if I can make a good cast on this side. That wind is, nope. Okay, the wind's coming out a funny direction. Come on. Means I'm gonna have to cast it farther over to the right than I thought I would. There we go. Well, that went the way I wanted. You never know with this wind out here. I compensated for the wind, and then the wind stopped blowing and it just went straight. You never know though. Might catch a fish on this cast. Do like a little steady retrieve because it's not too deep over here. And I find that the fish like to chase bait out here. So take one more cast after this on this side, and we'll walk to the end of the wall. Beautiful day. This is what spring should be like. It shouldn't be like 89 degrees. It's a nice, probably 72. I just saw something swim up over here to my left. Wonder what that was. All right, let's just take one more cast on this side just to be sure. Oh, that was perfect. Right where I wanted to throw it. I think I'm gonna hop this one on the bottom a little bit, work it a little slower though. Ah, yeah, it was a half day at school. I was wondering why there's so many kids out. All the kids are out of school playing at the little park and at the beach over there. I'm not gonna zoom in because I don't think YouTube would like me zooming in on a bunch of kids playing around on a playground. Tell you what, let me take one more cast down this wall because I want to I don't want to spook any fish that might be. Yeah, stay there, stay there. Perfect. Oh, right on that point. I mean, I cast it right on that point. There's been a couple of bass that have been chilling, kind of swimming back and forth the last few times I've been out here. So maybe they're done spawning and ready to eat. I think they were spawning up here. Like, uh, they were part of the pre-spawn pack. They were early to the party. If Albie's in here, Albie might have left the building as soon as he popped in because I'm on the wall. He doesn't let me walk in on this wall. Let's see, who else is in here? SBX48C, welcome in. You need to learn how to fish. Hard to please guys in here. That's funny. We'll just let him say his words and let him go. Yep, cool. Pretty water. Jonathan, I'm in Mandeville, Louisiana. Southeast Louisiana. It is a beautiful day. Hey, Fishing with River, sending that lucky clover. Appreciate it. Daniel is up in the place. What's up, Daniel? Welcome in. I just got out here. I've been watching the SoCal all day while I've been fishing. I mean, while I was working. Oh my gosh, my brain's still not working yet. I've been painting a ceiling all day, so I'm having to readjust my brain from being numb to painting all day to enjoying the beautiful weather out here. The birds are cawing or whatever you want. I don't know what would you call a seagull's noise? Like crows caw, right? What do seagulls do? They laugh. They laugh. Sounds like they laugh. They're always laughing at me because they're eating fish and I'm not catching any. But I'm gonna give it my all. That's for sure. I always give it my all. Ooh. Daniel, do not take the hard to please guy out yet unless he starts talking profane and saying really dumb stuff. It adds to the chat and it kind of actually helps um the algorithm I'm discovering. So as long as they're not saying the same thing over and over again and spamming a bunch of junk and or just getting real stupid, I think we're okay with them just saying their piece. Some people just like to come in here and say their piece, and that's okay. We'll just ignore it, and thanks for the. We're thankful for the contribution to the algorithm. Appreciate you there, hard to please guy. He sure is hard to please, man. Telling me I can't fish. It's really funny though, because that junk doesn't bother me at all. So someone was in here a few months ago. We were cracking up. He was just going to town. We're just kind of getting a kick out of it. I honestly get a kick out of it as long as it doesn't get out of control. You know what I mean? So it's a family channel, guys. Keep it clean. I have nieces and nephews, and I'm sure other young people watch. So there's no need for that kind of talking here. I'm probably not going to talk too much more until I check in with the chat here and there. If you guys got some questions, I'm happy to answer some fishing questions. Fishing related questions. And if I can answer it, I will. If I can't, then, well, I can't because I don't know everything. I am not a know-it-all, that is for sure. Ooh, we're starting to get that little wind behind my back. I can almost make it across the whole canal. Come on, clean water. Like all the clean water's right here. And then the line stops and then it turns to mud. I don't know if you guys can see that distinct, like see that dark line right there? It's like dark. That's the clean water. And then somewhere up in here, that's where it starts turning to the muddy water. All that all that fresh river water coming out the bayou back there. Little plane. Got a little flyby action going on. Some sailboats passing back and forth. Good stuff. Good stuff. Let's see. Yeah, Daniel, I'm only going to be in here for about an hour today if you're still in here. So, not too long of a stream. It's just my little break in between work and picking my wife up, the usual. I would really I'd really like to get in my kayak tomorrow. I I kind of want to go after the crappie again, sockeye, and get on them one last time with this cool front. That'll really turn on the spawn. So I think I might have a good chance of getting on some nice crappie if I can get out tomorrow morning. So keep an eye out for that. I'm not making promises. I'm not saying I'm definitely going out tomorrow, but I would like to go out tomorrow morning and fish for a couple hours and try to get on the sockeye. And yeah, that'd be fun. I finally figured them out. I know where to catch them. I know how to catch them. Now it's just a matter of going out there and repeating it and trying to add to the success that I've had learning. I would, I'll probably, I don't know. I don't even think I'll bring a live worm because I didn't catch any of the sockeye on live worm. They were all on artificial. I was swimming a jig because they're more aggressive. Well, I'm not going to say more aggressive because bluegill are aggressive as all get out. But with the live worms, you catch everything. It's kind of like speckled trout fishing. Like if you're using live shrimp, you're going to catch everything. But if you switch to artificial, you can target what you want to catch. Different fish like targeting different artificial lures different ways. Solo, welcome in. Hope you're doing good with that weather, man. I know you guys dealt with all the bad weather as well. Daniel said he's still at work, just cruising. Appreciate you tuning in, bros. Be safe while you're driving, man. Peach power bait is a secret bait. Cool. All right, Victor, see you later if you're still in here. Olivia, welcome in. Lincoln, welcome in. Chris Robinson, welcome in. Put a worm. Okay. I don't have any live worms. I really don't fish live bait too often, honestly. I like fishing artificial because I like the reaction strike that I get. And I can target more, well, like what I was just saying, I like to target more specific species. Like if I threw a live worm out there, I'd probably catch something I don't want to catch. You know what I mean? Might even catch a turtle. There was a pretty cool little story. I was out here a few days ago. Excuse me. I was out here a few days ago, and there was a dude out here with a camera, an underwater camera, and it had a wire that went to a view screen. And he had the camera down, and he could drop his bait in front of the camera. And there were about like 3 or 4 turtles that were swimming around trying to eat a shrimp, and a few bluegill swam by. It was really cool to watch what it looks like. Oh, that was definitely a fish right up in front of me. I think that was a white bass. Maybe that was a white trout. It came up and hit the surface. I wonder if that says white bass. Ah, I caught a white bass out here. Daniel, I don't think you saw me catch that white bass. I don't know if you were in here when I caught that a few days ago. But I caught my first white bass out of here. That was pretty cool. So now I kind of know what's in here right now. With that being said, I think I can do more of a steady retrieve because they like to chase bait. They're not like catfish where they're just sitting on the bottom waiting for something to swim by them or depending on scent to find dead bait and stuff. And I like to target more predatorial fish anyway. I don't, yeah, I'll just say that. All the regulars that watch the channel know how I like to fish, so yeah. But yeah, that's why I'm using artificial, trying to weed out the things I don't want to catch. Sometimes I still do. It's just part of it. Honestly, in this water, I don't think I'm gonna be catching a speckled trout until. I mean, if I had like 2 more hours, that clean water's pushing in. Like it's coming in probably a foot per 10 minutes, I would have to say. So if I was out here for another hour, this whole section would probably be that nice clean lake water. But I don't have that time today. So the cool thing though, my wife is a teacher and summer's gonna be here before I know it. So she won't be commuting with me every day. And that might give me a little more time after work to come out here and actually put some time in and see what we can pull out of here. Cause I really want to catch a couple monsters out of here. I know there's some I mean, I know a couple of you in here might have seen me caught that giant alligator gar. Oh man, like last week. I caught like over 5 foot alligator gar in this body of water right here. So I would love to catch something like 8 feet long. That would be fun. But I need to have the time to do that. So after I reel this in, I'm going to check in on the chat and see who else is in here. Really appreciate all the new people in here. Hope you consider subscribing and sticking around and watching all my content. I have a quite quite a few videos. You can go back and watch the live streams if you want and scrub through that because I know you don't want to watch like 5 hours of just someone standing there. So, mm. But if you do want to watch the whole live, I highly encourage it. This is pretty much what you're gonna get until I catch a fish, though. So, if you just want to see me catching fish, I have over 200 videos. So there's plenty of fish catching on my channel. I highly encourage you guys to go back and check out all the old videos. I do that to I try to do that to all the people I subscribe to. I'll go back and I'll start from like their first video and I'll watch all their videos. Um, I'm currently doing that with 30 Miles Out and Paul Van Wolfren. So I'm kind of tied up on those two channels. 30 Miles Out and Ty Sutherland. He's kind of my fishing mentor. But I started watching all of his videos from day one, like all the videos he's put up, and he's got a lot of videos. So I'll watch a few of his, then I'll hop over to someone else's, watch a few videos of theirs, and that's how I like to watch stuff. And I tune into people's live streams as well. So when I'm not watching live streams or watching something on TV, I'm watching people's videos because I like to support everyone, as everyone has been supporting me, and I appreciate you guys. And I said I was going to check in the chat, but I started talking and got distracted. I will check in the chat after I reel this one in. I apologize for that, guys. I try to stay engaged in the chat as much as I possibly can. Because I do value you guys and appreciate what you bring to the channel. And I gotta make sure no one's being stupid too. But yeah, as I said earlier, if you have any fishing questions, I'm gonna scroll through them and I'll try to answer any questions you guys might have. Let's see here. Hey, Too Lazy, welcome in. That is awesome. Is my country accent that thick? Paul will keep, dude, Paul has some amazing content. Oh my gosh. I love Paul's channel. All right, let me go back in the chat a little bit. Robin, welcome in. Let's see. Literally, the severe part of the storm missed me. Oh, good. Solo, same thing with me. We caught a lot of wind and a lot of rain, but all the tornadoes stayed north of us. They were on the North Shore. There are a lot of people dealing with some tornado damage, not too far from me though. So that was a pretty serious storm. Let's see. Angelic Cortez, welcome in. Oh, nice. You're with the boss, Daniel. Sweet. Let's see. Solo, thanks for helping with the chat today. Daniel, thanks for helping out as much as you can. Man, you guys are still getting the snow? My gosh. Yeah, Daniel, I caught a giant alligator gar a couple lives ago. You have to check it. And then the next day I caught a white bass. And feel free to talk to each other and interact with each other on the chat. Just keep it clean. Yeah, Too Lazy said I'm. Hold up, Too Lazy. You've been in here a good bit. I'm gonna add you as one of the standard moderators so people can, if you have a channel, we can check your channel out. I need to go back and see if you got a Too Lazy. Do you have content? Too Lazy Reels Fishing. I'm assuming I'm pronouncing that right. Could be Too Izzy, but it looks like Too Lazy Reels Fishing. Also has music. Oh yeah, thanks Solo. Let's see if I can actually pin that. Yeah, there we go. Finally, I pinned it and it didn't send me to the to my other my other channel. Thanks for the lucky clovers. A lucky clover. I have a. All right, so when I try to imitate accents and stuff, sounds horrible. Most of the time, I sound Indian. I have a really good. I have a good Indian accent. Not Native American Indian, like Indian Indian. Tony, welcome in. I'm finally out here, man. I'm catching up with the chat. You caught a super rare gar. Cool. Hey, Key, welcome in. Real Life's in the house, guys. Go check his channel out, please. He slays the crappie, guys, and everything else. Let's see here. Man, you guys are just blowing it up in here. I did turn you blue. Look, that's what happens when you engage in the channel and I start to recognize you and I feel comfortable with letting you in the channel because you know the vibe of the channel. You know that it's a clean channel. And honestly, the more help in here I can get, the better. You know where I fish at? I'm in Southeast Louisiana. So, hey, Lou, hold up. There's another one I got to put a wrench on, well, a shield on. Let's see here. Lou's been another strong presence in here as of late. Yeah, guys, so I just added the new moderators that I'm adding. I really appreciate you guys' support to the channel. And when I get my kayak, that's when I need you guys the most. Because you know where I fish at, you know what I'm fishing for the most part. And when I'm on my kayak, it's really hard to engage with the chat because the phone's, I'll just set my phone up behind me now because you guys get a better view. and you can see all the fishing. I could set it up in front of me and you guys could literally watch me paddle my kayak around, but you don't get to see all the the scenery. So and now that I got the microphone, it's gonna help even more when I'm in my kayak. So I'm really pumped about that. No, that's okay, man. I've been busy too. That's why I haven't been fishing. So glad you're able to catch it while you can. And let's see, Daniel's out, it looks like. Cool. All right, Daniel, have a good day, bro. I'm not gonna be out here too much longer. I'm talking too much. Thank you. Really appreciate you, Lou. Oh, get rid of that chin shot. I'm really bad about that. When I go to put my phone back on the chest mount, I forget to turn the camera around. All right, let me put a little bit of this shrimp procure on here and see if we can catch a fish. Oh, there's someone else fishing down there. That's cool. I have a fellow angler down the way. We'll zoom back out. Shrimp procure. Just put a good bit of that on there. Stays on there pretty good. Honestly, I didn't need any more, but the water's so muddy, the more the better. Let's see who else. So, all right, let's get back to fishing. Again, if you guys have any questions, I will do my best to scroll back in the chat when I can get on here and answer any fishing related questions that I can possibly answer. I feel like I talk about myself enough, so I don't feel like I need to answer any questions about myself. So, those of you who are regular in here pretty much have a good idea of who I am and what I'm about. So, I really appreciate that on that end. Really thankful for the support too on after I got monetized. You guys really showed the love, and now we got this awesome microphone, so I'm not killing you with the wind, or you can hear me clearly. You can hear me when I'm not talking to the phone. So super excited about that addition to the channel. I really don't know what I want to. I mean, I pretty much have what I need. I mean, I would love to have a new GoPro for when I make videos and stuff, but GoPros are crazy expensive. So I'm just gonna keep rocking my GoPro 7 and my GoPro 4. I have a Hero 4. It's super old. I bought it for like 99 bucks at Target like 8 years ago. And then I have a GoPro 7 Silver series, and it's still working. It's barely working, but it's it's still doing a job when I'm out there. Oh, what was that? That was the concrete. It does the job when I can't live stream. So got a little kid fishing right in front of me too. Everyone's coming out to enjoy the beautiful weather out here. All right, guys, we're almost at 30 likes already. I really appreciate the support. I don't like to harp on all that too much, but I do notice you guys. I do notice it, and I really appreciate it. It does not go, nothing goes unnoticed. And I always try to respond to, hey, Daniel, do you want me to make you like a regular? Oh, wait, he might still be listening. If Daniel, if you're listening, do you want me to make you a standard moderator so that you can I think if you're just a standard moderator, you can comment on the videos. I don't know how that works. DCP, welcome in. Let's see here. Midwest, welcome in. Appreciate you. Let's see here. All right. Man, DCP, those ice that you're a boss, like doing all that ice fishing, man. That's crazy. Like, I wouldn't have any hands left, dude. I'd have had like frostbite on my whole body would have had frostbite. I mean, I know if you dress appropriately and all that, you can battle the elements, but man, that's like beast mode territory right there. And the fact that you can drill through the ice, drill a little 6-inch wide hole and pull a fish out of there. Like that's just my brain explodes thinking about that. Like you really gotta. I mean, I know you're kind of new to it, but you're picking up on it pretty quickly. I mean, I saw that pickerel you caught. Oh man, I know you caught something else too. But that's some epic stuff, man. Like you got a giant lake that's completely iced over, and you're gonna drill a little 6-inch hole through the ice and manage to catch a fish. That is epic. Absolutely epic. I need to come up there one man. I don't know. Maybe my wife. I don't know. My wife can't handle. I don't really like the cold either. But she always wanted to go. My wife loves New York, so you might find me up there in New Jersey, dude. Next, I'll have to make sure I catch it in between all the snowstorms and whatever. I'm not. I would probably go off the. I'd be in the news. I'd be the guy off on the side of the road driving in the snow. Because us South Louisiana people, we don't know how to. We can barely drive in the rain, much less the snow. I know how to drive in the snow though, so it's not like I can't. But you know, it's just dangerous. If I don't have to, I won't. I would love to go up there and go ice fishing though. Man, that'd be so cool. Got a nice boat alert coming up. Yeah, that thing's nice. Really hope you guys had a good day. Hope you have a great weekend coming up. But yeah, be on the lookout. I might be fishing tomorrow morning. I'll have to see how the wife is feeling, what she wants to do. Honestly, I think she just wants to relax. So I might have a little fishing card, a fishing pass card to go fishing tomorrow morning. A go fishing pass. I thought I had a sinus infection, but I think I ended up getting like some kind of little cold or something, and then she got it. So now she's going through what I have been going through for the past 2 weeks, almost 3 weeks, it feels like. I just can't shake this cough, man. It's just that that little that little irritating little tickle. I can't get rid of it. And I try not to take antibiotics unless I absolutely have to. Honestly, I think it was more like a viral, like, antibiotics wouldn't have done anything. I could have got a steroid shot to help with the cough, but I try to take as little medicine as possible. I already take so much allergy medicine as it is, so I think that's enough. It's probably gonna shorten my life by like 10 years, but I can function and feel like a human being on the allergy medicine, so that's good. It's worth it. That is a nice little boat. Key West, sea hunt. That's what that. Yeah, that's a sea hunt. That's nice. Got the Yamaha. There's that real country accent. That Yamaha. I grew up out there on Lee Road, and sometimes that Lee Road accent kicks in. You know what I mean? I've got the most messed up accent in the world though, because I still kind of have a little bit of a city, but I think the country completely took over. And now I'm just stuck with what I am. And then I used to watch a lot of Beavis and Butthead as a kid, so that laugh kind of stuck with me as well. But I've kind of chilled it out as much as I could. So I'm a good hybrid of everything. Oh, there are a bunch of sailboats. I looked back to the lake. I didn't even one, two, three, four. I see four sailboats, but I guarantee you there's more than that. Oh, it's one of those days where you can actually see New Orleans from the North Shore. It's a 24-mile span between the North Shore and the South Shore. And on clear days, you can actually see the city. See the buildings way out, like, all right, you can see the buildings way out there barely between the sailboats. But there's one. I'm gonna do this slow because I'm zoomed in. Let's see. One, two, three, three. There's four sailboat, but I don't think you can see it. One, New Orleans, two, three, and four. Way out there. I'm zoomed in, so I'm trying not to shake out too much. Alright, let me check in the chat real quick. I'm not too encouraged by the bite today. Hey, Drew's up in this place. Welcome in, Drew. Scott B. Outdoors of Skeeter. Hey, welcome in. Skeeterville meetup, April 11th. I wish I could go to Pennsylvania and meet up with you guys, man. That would be awesome. I'm in South Louisiana. I mean, not unfortunately, but I'm in South Louisiana. Yeah, I'm gonna have this pollen. I'm gonna deal with this pollen for a while, man. Let's see. Skeeter, really appreciate you tuning in on the show. You almost went through the ice this year? Oh my gosh, that's scary. What? Hold up. A lot of people popped in here. Everyone's sneaking in. Appreciate you guys. Who else? Okay, I think I'm caught up. Let's see here. Do. Wade, you are correct. The ultimate, the ultimate cliche. Any bad day of fishing beats a good day of work. Unless you've just had a really bad day at work. Oh, cool, Scott B. You subbed to my music channel. Appreciate you. Yeah, guys, go check out my music channel. I need to put some more content up there. My goal on that is to get the 50 subscribers so I can go live and just jam and hang out with everyone. The rest of the world. JC, welcome in. Oh, that was another fish that just popped up. There's a bunch of white bass that are flashing right, but I don't have the lures to catch a white bass right now. Yeah, someone was trying to be sneaky in here. Steven. All right, Wade, appreciate you. I'm gonna go fish now. I caught up with you guys in the chat. Skeeter, I really appreciate you being in here. If Mrs. Skeeter wants to sub too, please tell her about my channel. I really appreciate you guys coming in here and checking it out. Love what you do over there, man. So I tell you, hey Skeeter, I saw that where you're fishing at is a campground or something, and that the campers are going to start taking over with the spring invasion. What do you guys do during that? Like, where do you guys fish in between that? Because I know you said you'll be back like after spring and the summer and all that. Do you guys fish other places outside of that area that you fish at? Or are you pretty much, is that your only option where you're at? Because like, I know, like, those of you who are landlocked and inland, like, you really have limited options. Some of you have amazing options, but, like, I just feel so blessed where I'm at because, I mean, I'm surrounded by water. I'm surrounded by fresh water and salt water, so, like, my options are just insane. And then if I get bored of fishing over here, I can shoot on over to Florida and go catch some other crazy stuff. I need to go to Alabama. I I I haven't fished Alabama yet. I think that's the only state between I fished Texas. Obviously, I fished Louisiana. I have fished Mississippi a lot, honest, but I haven't. I don't think I have a Mississippi video. Man, I need to go out to Mississippi and do some fishing for you guys. Mississippi is like the sleeper state. You always hear about Louisiana, you hear about Texas, you hear about Florida. Everyone sleeps on Mississippi, man. Mississippi has got a crazy fishery. Um, I have not fished Alabama, and then I fished Florida. So I've pretty much fished the whole Gulf Coast, but I have not fished Alabama yet. Let's see. Is there anything in between? No, it's Florida, Alabama, Mississippi, Louisiana, Texas. That's the Gulf Coast. So Alabama is the only state I have left that I have not fished in. Maybe that's what I'll do. I need a I think that's what I'm gonna do. Okay, the pompano bite. Oh yeah, it's almost pompano season. Hold up. All right, I'm gonna kidnap the wife and take her to Alabama, and we're gonna go catch some pompano on the beach in the next couple weeks. Shoot, man, I might do that tomorrow. You never know. I'm crazy like that. My wife isn't though. My wife doesn't do sporadic. I have to plan the stuff out. I am like as sporadic as they come, just because of the nature of what I do for a living. Like one day I'll have a lot of work, the other day, next day I won't have any work. So I just kind of have to flex and adjust. My whole life has been flexing and adjusting. So my wife, on the other hand, has done the same thing. She's a teacher, very structured. Um, doesn't like surprises. So we're working on that though. I'm breaking her in. Actually, it was really awesome. Like I wanted to like make a video so bad of our trip to Tennessee, but you know, you don't need to film everything. She doesn't like ATVs, but my brother-in-law was like, "Hey, let's go to this place and let's go like ride the ATVs through the mountains and whatever." So we got there and they had side by sides. So we got into him and his wife and his kids got in a side by side, and then me and my wife got in one. And it was a guided trip, blah 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 blah. You know, you just go out there and just putt around through the mountains and whatever. And I was like, yeah, this is gonna be fun. Well, there was a group in front of us. We were in the side by sides, and they were on the four wheelers. None of them have ever driven a four wheeler in their life, and it was obvious. I mean, we barely left, like, the starting point, and 4 of them, like, went off the road and, like, flipped the four-wheelers. It was hilarious. So, we were stuck behind that. It's story time, guys. Sorry. Well, I'm not sorry, but it's story time. So, anyway, my wife and I my group, you know, my family stuck behind this group that doesn't know how to never touch an ATV in their life. And this mountain trail isn't just like it wasn't like a chill mountain trail. It was like rocks and roots and trees and ruts and mud. It just rained the day before. It was like true off-roading. Like if you've ever been true off-roading and then in the mountains on top of it, I mean, the trail was as wide as the ATVs and the side-by-sides. Like if you're off by an inch, you're hitting a tree kind of deal. It was epic, but it wasn't epic because we were stuck behind the group. Anyway, one of the girls thought it'd be funny to like go really fast or something. They just didn't know how to drive, and she actually ran head on into a tree, got hurt, and we were just stuck there for like an hour waiting for the rescue crew to come. And I mean, she wasn't seriously injured, but she did face plant into a tree because they just don't know how. They didn't know what they were doing. And anyway, we got through all that. The guide was like, "Hey, I'm really sorry about this." And me and my brother-in-law instantly thought, "Okay, we're getting a refund. We're getting refund." But we didn't say anything. We let them handle their business, and they're like, "I tell you what, my boss is behind us. He's gonna take you around again, and you guys can really enjoy the trails and all that." So that was cool. Like he pulled out, and we started following him, and he's like, he stopped. He kind of pulled us through the trails a little bit. We were going like at a regular pace. It wasn't too fast. It was like super chill, super relaxed, you know. And then he stopped, and he's like, "All right, guys, I'm not supposed to take you on these other trails. We got 6 other trails. They're they're pretty intense, blah, blah, blah." He's giving us the run through because they felt so bad. So he wasn't even supposed to take us on these trails because they're like pro trails. It was awesome. And I looked at my wife and I'm like, "I'm just gonna chill it out a little bit. I'm not gonna go fast. Don't worry," because she didn't want to flip. Because I'm crazy. You put me on an ATV, I go nuts. And the guy just punched it. And I looked at her and was like, "I gotta keep up with him. I'm sorry." Like, and she's like, she just put her head down and she said, "Just go." She was like closing her eyes because it's like her biggest fear. And I'm just like, "All right, we gotta go because he's going." And my brother-in-law, so anyway, my brother-in-law was egging me on to go fast, which I didn't mind, but it was funny. Short of the long, there was a giant water puddle right before this, and I looked at her and she said, "Just go. Just do it." And once I hit that first water puddle, mud went everywhere, covered up my brother-in-law, covered up me and my wife. It was hilarious. And she started laughing and loosened up and just like, "Okay." Like, that was all she needed. She just needed to see that, "Okay, I can drive. I'm not gonna kill us, and we're gonna have fun." And then after that happened, I'm watching this school of pelicans. Let's see. Oh gosh. Oh man, I wish I could get that in the view. There's like a giant flock of birds up there. Anyway, once she realized she was semi-safe, she loosened up, and then I just put the pedal to the floor. And the guide was going faster than us. It was so fun. He was ripping through the woods. I almost got lost because he he got a little ahead of me. My brother-in-law definitely got lost because I was just ripping through the woods and the mountains and like full throttle, mud slinging everywhere, sliding, going through the ruts. Almost like just it was just awesome. Anyway, so that was her that whole story was to let you know that my wife is loosening up on the adventure side, and I'm gonna have to kidnap her and go take her to the beach and go fish for pompano this spring. How about that for a rabbit trail? I am feeling better if you can't tell. I start talking and going all over the map. I'm gonna chime in the chat and see what you guys thought about that story. Hey, Paul, welcome in. Jerry, welcome in. Ron, yo. We got the OG crew. Hey guys, I'm gonna make an OG board and I'm gonna write all your guys' name on this board. And I'm gonna keep tabs like if this channel blows up and goes crazy, I'm gonna be like, these are the OGs. I'm gonna try to do that. I'm gonna start doing that these next couple weeks. Let's see here. Do 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 do. Man, I would love to go to New Zealand and fish, man. I want to go all around the world. I have never cooked a turtle head, Blue. People do eat turtles out here though. Yeah, I need to link the description of my other channel into this channel. I need to learn how to do that, Drew. I mean DCP. Wade, if you're still in here, catch you later, man. I'm catching back up on the chat, guys. You guys are really blowing it up. Really appreciate you. I have about 20 minutes to fish. Welcome in from Boston, Steven. Let's see here. Man, Solo, I'm gonna get on the Mississippi and catch a giant catfish. Watch. They got some monsters out there. Let's see here. Appreciate that you guys are all chatting in and checking in with each other. You guys are like, it's a great chat. We appreciate you subbing to my new channel. Yeah, guys, I have a new music channel called Ferg Jams. Okay, so Paul, you didn't catch any pike or carp today, I guess, huh? I was trying to catch you live, but you ended it before I woke up. I was gonna rewatch it. Okay, you're chumming your spot right now. Heck yeah. Hey, Duke City, welcome in. Appreciate you. I'm just catching up on the chat, guys. Paul's prepping his spot. Next evening is gonna happen. First carp stream. Heck yeah, guys. Check into Paul next Friday. He's out in the Netherlands, and he catches all kinds of crazy stuff. Stuff that I definitely can't catch out here. He's got the mirror carp. He's got sturgeon. What's the Wells catfish? I definitely don't have any Wells. We have so many species of catfish in southeast Louisiana, but there are like so many other species of catfish we don't have. And the Wells catfish is definitely one of them. Don't have the Wells, we don't have the Mekong, we don't have those red tail catfish. What other catfish don't we have? There's so many catfish in the world, it's insane. Ooh. Excuse me, guys. Hopefully this aggravated cough will go away sooner than later. Me being outside is not helping though, and then the pollen and all that junk, as I said before. So I have about 2 or 3 more weeks to deal with that probably. Once we get a good a good rain, knock all the pollen off the trees, but then the grass is gonna start growing, and yeah, it's a never-ending cycle out here. I just saw a little fish swirl up, so I'm gonna cast coming back that way and see if I can catch a white bass. I know that it's white bass that are coming up and popping on the surface. They're eating the little glass minnows. And I know you're gonna tell me change the lure and all that. Last time I did, and I changed from this lure to a smaller crappie lure, and I did not get a single bite. The second I switched back to this, I started getting hits again. It just one of those things. I need to get a longer jig head. I need a jig head with a longer hook on it, so the hook's more towards the tail. Actually, I need to put a tandem hook on the jig head. That's what I need to do. I need to put a tandem hook on here. That way, if it strikes the tail, it'll be eating nothing but hook. It's a good idea. It's a brilliant idea. Paul, I was starting to watch if you're still on here, I was starting to watch your video on how to tie a carp rig. It was like the easiest carp rig or something like that. Man, that was not simple. I mean, I'm starting to learn a lot about carp rigs. There's a lot of different kind of rigs you can set up for that. So I'm gonna finish watching that video, and I'm curious to see where that goes. I think I saw you had the tubing on the string, you had a connector, You had the weight. You made a loop on the bottom for the weight. Or was it the hook? Oh, yeah, that was a lot. I'm probably gonna have to rewatch that video a couple times. Once you're, like, past 2, loops and knots, my brain stops working. I'm, like, barely here I'm here just barely happy that I can tie a loop knot by itself. I do have a I honestly, I do have a pretty good repertoire of knots. Got the Palomar knot, got the Alberto knot, or the Albright knot. They're pretty much similar to each other. Got the improved clinch knot, regular clinch knot, surgeon's knot for leader to leader. I can do a uni to uni knot, but it's a pain in the butt. So I just use the surgeon's knot, or I use the Albright knot for that. Oh, what other knots? I think that's pretty much it. But that's a pretty strong repertoire of knots. The Palomar knot's really cool for bigger leader and bigger hooks. I love the Palomar knot for that. I have no need to use a Snell knot, Snell knot. I can tie a drop shot, which is you can use a couple different types of knots to tie drop shots. Oh, there we go. There we go. There we go, guys. We got a fish. We got a fish. That looks. Oh, no way. No way. Yeah. Yeah. Freaking out. Ah! What? Freaking speckled trout in Mandeville. Yeah. Yeah. I'm freaking out. Ah, speckled trout on the Mandeville lakefront. They're here, baby. They're here. Speckled trout. I got a whole bunch of kids yelling at me. There's a fish. There's a fish. Guys, we did not get skunked. Yeah, it's a keeper, but I got to throw it back because I don't have anything to keep it with. I have the whole lakefront stopping in their tracks right now. Dude, that's why I use artificial lures, guys. That's why. I might throw like 1,000 times, but I'm going to catch my target species. Speckled trout on the Mandeville lakefront. What? What? And the water is muddy as all get out. Look at how beautiful that fish is, guys. A lot of you guys are up north in here, so you probably don't get the opportunity to see this fish. So I'm going to take it real slow. I'm going to let it back, though. Look at that yellow mouth and those vampire fangs. The vampire fangs. Daniel, if you're in here, get a screenshot of that, boy. Oh, man, I need someone. I wish someone was around here. I need someone with a phone around here. All right. I need someone to take a picture of me. Oh, yeah. All right, hold up. They got family over here. I'm gonna see if they can take a picture of me real quick. Oh, this is epic, guys. This doesn't happen often. I just caught a speckled trout in the Mandeville lakefront. Like 10 minutes left. I'm gonna leave my rod here, so I got it. I better bring it for the picture. Hold up. Let me see if these people will be kind enough to take a picture of me. Excuse me. Can you take a good picture of me and send it? I'm live streaming and I can't take a picture with my phone. That would be epic. You mind catching me over here? Oh, you're the bomb. You have a phone with you? Can you use your phone? Yeah. Oh, you're the man. Guys, this is perfect for my bank fishing series. I'm starting a bank fishing series for my magazine.
Ready?
Yeah.
All right.
Can you get a few good ones? I write for a magazine, so I gotta. Yeah, you're the man. Heck yeah. That is awesome, dude. All right, guys, safe release on the. Say goodbye to the speckled trout. He gone.
Where'd you find it?
Hold on, guys. Let me mute it. I'm gonna give this gentleman my phone number so I can get the pictures. I'll be right. I'm back, guys. We're just swapping information so he can send those pictures to me. Nice thing about fishing at the lakefront, there's always someone around.
Yep, you got that right.
1 second, guys. 1 second.
Gonna put this.
Oh shoot! Yeah.
Uh,
Oh well. Well, you had the pictures. Shoot, man. You can't airdrop either, probably, huh?
might be able to.
I tell you what. Is my Can you store my number in there and then text it to me later? Is it? That's not your mom over there, huh?
No, that's my
Your
sister.
sister. Okay, I was like, she looked a little too young to be your mom. You never know these days.
Yeah.
All right, guys, I'm back. I didn't realize he was as young as he was, and he had parental controls and all that fun stuff. But we figured it out, and I think I got the pictures now, so I can continue working on my bank fishing magazine article. One for the bank fishermen. I think that's what I'm gonna call it. Let me check in on the chat real quick. Albie, did you see that fish? Hold on, let me go back. Let me go back in this chat. What's up, Rude? I can only imagine. Got the number. That's funny. Oh, well, you guys can call me if you got my phone number. Let's see. Oh, most easy carp rig. Ewas, welcome in. All right, man, you guys are really popping in just at the right time. Man, Jerry, Albie, not It was close to a keeper. They got to be 13 inches. It was pretty darn close to being a keeper. Oh, Jerry, cool. Yeah, speckled trout's awesome, man. It's a saltwater. So that's why I keep telling. Look, when people ask me what am I targeting out here, I'm catching everything out here. I caught an alligator gar. Oh, what, a couple weeks ago? A white bass right after that. Caught a lot of blue catfish out here. And then you saw it. I caught a speckled. You guys see me fish here all the time. The regulars. Now we got a speckled trout. Boom. All right, I got 5 minutes left. Let's see if we can where there's one, there's hundreds. Mason, did you catch that, dude? Did Mason catch the no, that's a different Mason. Maybe it's still the same Mason that watches me fish out here. Oh, oh, awesome, Albie. You finally saw me catch a fish out here. They exist. All right, let's try to I got 5 minutes. Let's try to make a little run at it. There's a lot of boat traffic though. In between all these boats. Let's try to catch one more. Man, that thing smoked it. When it came to the top, I knew it was either it could only have been two things: a speckled trout or a bass. And I'm so happy to see that that was a speckled trout. If Mr. Sam, if you're watching, I caught a speckled trout at the lakefront. It's time to go run the causeway. About to be taking some boat rides with some friends to the causeway now. It's on. It is on. I just caught a speckled trout right here. Now if I can just remember how I was fishing. Oh, that's always the tricky part. Like, what was I doing? Was I just jigging and bouncing it off the bottom? Did it hit it on the reel end while I was retrieving? All the different things. But hey, I'm happy with just one. Man, just to catch one speckled trout, not many people do that out here. So I'm not gonna say it doesn't happen, but like you guys see how much work I put in out here. So when it turns on, it just gets silly. Like it can just get absolute ridiculous out here when it's on. Oh, that was so awesome. I'm so pumped up. Yes. I hope those pictures came through. Oh, I have my all my notifications off. So even if he did send them, am I okay? I'm not muted. Is my microphone still good? Yeah, cool. I'm checking all the things for you guys to make sure we're still good. I get pumped up and I forget about all the regular, like I'm so jacked up right now, guys. That was epic. I'm glad you guys are here to see it live. Share the video, tell people Ferg finally caught a fish on the lakefront and landed it. A nice South Louisiana speckled trout or a spotted sea trout. They're actually in the drum family. I did not know that. Like black drum, redfish, or red drum, however, we call them redfish down here. Um, croakers, I think, are in the drum family. There are a lot of drum fish. Really glad you guys were able to witness that and be part of it. This place can be awesome. I know you see me fish it all the time, and I'm just here talking to you and mostly not catching, but when we do catch, it's epic out here. It's not like, oh yeah, you just caught another fish. Like it's it's some fun stuff when it happens. Oh man, I have 2 casts left in me, guys. I really got to go time wise, unfortunately. But now that I know, and this is the muddy water, that tide. So I was talking earlier, the tide's coming in. So that trout came out of the lake and was chasing the bait into this canal. That's why he's in here. He was in that clean water. Trout can actually handle fresh water. They finish spawning And now they're just in the fresh water too, swimming around, trying to get fat. And well, they were getting fat over the winter. They're getting ready to actually go back out and spawn. What am I saying? So in about another 2 or 3 months, they're going to start leaving the lake. Like this next month and a half is going to be absolutely ridiculous for speckled trout out here, because this is kind of like their final staging act before they go out to the Gulf and start spawning and all that for the summertime. I mean, I know I sound like I'm way ahead of myself, but August will be here before I know it. June and July and August will be here, and it's going to be like 150 degrees. Not literally, but it'll feel like it. Oh, man. All right. One more cast. We did it, guys. We did it. We caught a speckled trout from the bank during a live. And you guys are blowing the chat up. Oh man, we're at 55 likes. Blowing it up, guys. You guys are blowing it up. I really appreciate it. Oh, I don't want to stop fishing now. This is not fair. But real life is calling and saying you got to do real life things. So really appreciate you guys. Thanks for tuning in. We're going to take one more cast. I'm going to work it slow and just jig it on the bottom this time, because I just don't remember what I was doing because I was talking to you guys, and just that's how it happens when you least expect it. Oh, these are those these are these twin brothers that I met the other day, I think. I bet so. That's like Jordan.
Huh?
Jordan.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hold up. All right, guys, I'm back. Sorry about that. There's a couple of high schooler dudes that have watched the channel and tuned in a little bit, and I just wanted to shout them out and show them that I did recognize them, and I didn't want to be weird about it. Oh man, going live on YouTube, always an adventure, I swear. Did the mute button work on my, oh, actually that was a good experiment. Did that work? Did the mute button work? Let's see. You guys probably weren't able to hear anything that I was saying to those dudes. So if you didn't hear anything for the past 2 minutes, then that means my mute button worked. Okay, awesome, Solo. Thank you. All right, so I can mute it on my phone because I don't trust the button on the microphone. I'd hate to push it and it not be muted, and then, like, you're having a conversation, and yeah. Drum, bass, now you're guitars, fish, and vocalist fish. Ewas, appreciate. I do it all, Ewas. I float sheetrock, I paint, I'm a carpenter, I'm an angler, I'm a musician. You're about to start seeing some skateboarding videos. Watch out, the skate park just finished up. Oh, I need to put my skateboard in for next week. I need to put my skateboard in my car. You guys are gonna watch me bust my butt skateboarding here in a little bit. Awesome, it was muted. Why not a saxophone fish? That's funny. You're right, Jerry. One cast equals 50 casts. All right, this is my, was I just getting a bite like that? My absolute last cast, guys. I'm sorry. I'm not sorry. I gotta stop saying that. Absolute last cast for the day because I gotta go. We commute together, if you're wondering. We drive from the South Shore to the North Shore. We drive across the causeway every day that we're working anyway. Can we land one more fish before? Well, I'll tell you what. Jerry, you're right. This is not going to be the last cast because I parked over there. So I have to walk back to my car. I will take one last hoorah cast over by the car, and then we will call this alive. Man, I really wish I remember what I was doing when I caught. I'm gonna have to rewatch this and see what kind of cadence I was using when I caught that trout. If I was just like steady retrieve or if I was jigging on the bottom. Honestly, I was probably jigging and then I started reeling it in because I was ready to cast over and it hit right on the reel. That's typically what happens when something like that happens. The unexpected bite. It's always when you're like, you, excuse me, I apologize about that for sure. You guys ever have that where you make cast after cast, you're not getting a bite, and then you cast and jig it, and then you just reel it into because you're ready to make a next cast, and the fish hits right at the boat or right at the bank. That happens to me all the time. It's so crazy. You're like, yeah, I'm not catching any fish, and then you just reel it in, and then a fish smokes your lure because you're just retrieving it fast. Oh, that looks like the coast. I don't know what that is. Let's see if we can zoom in on the helicopter. Got a lot of stuff going on today in the air and the water. Let's see, there's the tree. That's definitely the Coast Guard. There it is. That's the Coast Guard. I hope they're not going to go rescue someone. Hopefully they're just flying their pattern. Let's see here. 1 hour later, one last cast. Oh, cool. You had a rod break break from the short. That happened to me in my kayak last at the end of the summer. I bought a brand new little rod, and out of all the things, it was a shad. A shad hit my lure right at my kayak and snapped my rod. It's like, that's about right. Out of all the fish in the world, a shad. That was a strong shad, I tell you what. All right, check out all the construction they're doing. Making Mandeville beautiful again. They finally finished all the street. This is what they've been working on. They cleaned all that up, made new walkways, new little path. Pretty good stuff there. A lot of people on go-karts and bicycles. Got the kids running through. Got the Porsche running through behind the kids. My dream car right there, Porsche 911. Just saying. All right. Let's go hit this. This is where you guys typically see me fish in the mornings or afternoons. Let's see if there's a speckled trout wanting to bite down this way. I promise, this is the last cast. The last cast of the last casts. There's a gentleman that comes out here and fishes a good bit, and he told me that by this sign over here, that's where he catches a lot of speckled trout whenever they're in here. Maybe that was speckled trout the whole time. I thought it was white bass popping up at the surface. That makes more sense now. So that I kept seeing fish striking at the surface. I bet that was a bunch of speckled trout. Maybe they have like a spawn in the lake, and it's just a bunch of baby speckled trout. Pretty epic. Well, all right. That's all she wrote, folks. Folks. My wife makes fun of me. I always say folks, like I add the L in there, even though the L is silent. Folks. You kind folks. Appreciate you all, you kind folks. Let me rinse off the gear because the speckled trout are in here. That means the salt water is here. Love the city of Mandeville. Nice little hookup for the yachts and all the people that moor and travel around in boats. They got fresh water and power. And I got fresh water to clean my stuff off. Well, that's all I do. I rinse all the salt and all the, I do that every time. How you keep your rods in good condition in the salt water. Rinse all the junk off of the lure. Speaking of lure, that's what I was using, guys. The Matrix Shad Shrimp Creel. It's clear, it's got red sparkles. Let's see if you can see that better. Like that. Not really. There you go. And a death grip jig head. I love the death grip jig heads. Oh man, I got that trout slime on my rod now. It's awesome. And I got the two-piece travel rod from Marsh and Bayou Outfitters out here in Mandeville, Louisiana. Go check them out if you are in the area. Tell them Ferg sent you if you go in. They would like to hear that I sent you their way. And I would like to hear that you guys went there and told them that I sent you their way. They are a supporter of the channel. I'm not sponsored by them, but they do I write for the magazine as often as I can. And yeah. So on that note, flip you guys around. End this show properly. All right, guys. Really appreciate you. Oh, PK's in here. Hold up. I can't leave without saying hi to PK. Welcome in, man. Welcome in, kinfolk, as you say. All right, Ewash, Tony. Appreciate you guys jumping in. Paul, Zyro. Did you miss the speckled trout, Zyro? You have to go back and watch it, man. I caught a speckled trout out here. All right, Jerry, really appreciate everyone. If you're still in here, appreciate you. Hate to keep you on, so I hadn't rode a skateboard since I was 15. Yeah, I'll be back on my skateboard. Oh, I could have pinned that solo, sorry. Appreciate you keeping everyone up and letting you know what's going on though. All right, cool. Really appreciate the support. Hope you guys have a great weekend. I might see you tomorrow. We'll see. Stay tuned. Ferg out.